1 kilometers. Okay. 63 kilometers. 63.8. Man, you guys, I really enjoyed that, man. It's unfortunate that I couldn't find a dry spot with some dirt, man, to run this thing on 3S. Get them rooster tails going and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's been really wet around here, you know what I mean? And yeah, I got out and did some video on FPV gear. You see what it is, all of that gear that I used. It's kind of older stuff, so I don't know about being able to shoot you links on that stuff. It's older stuff. I don't even know if they still sell it, man. I got that some years back, but it's still functional. So I threw it on here for the video, you know. Yeah, I had a good time with this thing, man. Something I wanted to show you guys that I overlooked. It's just something that I have heard other guys mention in their unboxings and stuff like that, that they noticed about this car. Let me just get it turned on, find that button. Get it bound up. Something that's real cool that the lights do, you know. I mean, I showed you all the functions. I showed you that. You know what I mean? Just a quick recap. Showed you with them off. But I didn't do this. Check that out. Turn signals, guys. Another little caveat for this vehicle, man. I think this is really, you know, when you talk about bang for the buck, this is where it's at, man. This Hypergo 14301, man. Yeah, it's a beast, man. It really is. I can't say enough about it. The suspension could use a little bit of customized tuning, you know, for the terrain I was on. You know what I mean? Because I noticed it gave a lot of lean in the turns. And as you can see in the video, at high speed, I guess the tires ballooned just a little bit, because you notice the front end would start to shake. The GPS had to fight it, which is what, you know, happens with all RC cars when you're doing speed runs and the tires start to balloon. You know, it gets out of control, it starts to get squirrely. But this thing was fighting it, man. It was fighting it. I had a couple of tumbles. I did. One thing I am glad about with this, the GPS module and all those things, they plug into the receiver. So that range issue that I was having, I would imagine, I might have to check into that one, but I would imagine that you can go ahead and put this thing on a little bit better radio, especially if you can drive it FPV, and, you know, you only gonna get so much FPV range, but if you can, you know, change the radio out, you'll deal with that range issue and you can get some real nice speed runs, even though it gets up to full speed in the space that this radio gives. It just got a little annoying. But other than that, I really enjoyed the car. I enjoyed how it handled the gyro sweep, man. It does its job, man. You know, it does its job. And yeah, I with the added weight, it knocked off a couple of kilometers or miles per hour. It took it down to 39. Usually people, I see them getting into the 40s, you know, not the high 40s or anything like that, but the low 40s. They might, you know, they might be riding downhill. That give you a couple more miles an hour, stuff like that. But you know, I did my thing and I really enjoyed it. You know, 42 kilometers on 2S, you know, that's not bad. And 61 kilometers for me with all this gear on it on 3S, 64 kilometers. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead on and end this video here. The Hyper Go 14301. If you an RC hobbyist, this is a classic. This is gonna be one of the classics. I really believe that. You know, you should pick up one. You won't be sorry. Even if I'm wrong about it being a classic, you gonna love it. I guarantee that. This is TKS Hobby. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the knowledge. Share the information. Help build a hobby so we can all enjoy it, man. And as always, if you ain't crashing, you ain't bashing. TKS Hobby signing out. Peace.